Hello guys, welcome back once again to Critics News, where we keep you updated with the latest info. Now, see the happen now, they say that the Southeast has never remained the same for a very long time now. Say that the criminality and the kidnapping going on there is getting out of hand. Let me quickly show you what's going on. And also, they say that the president of the country, what did they call Tinubu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, say the man don't cut chain. Give, in fact, Africa, say that people should be allowed to choose their leaders. I say, this is coming from our president. They say, yes. We're going to see and hear now. Now, what happened? You can see. People must freely choose their leaders. Tinubu tells Ghana President-elect Mahama on phone, congratulate Ghanaians. Now, waiting the talk, who say, people must. Now, my question to Tinubu is, were you the one chosen by Nigerians, or you forced yourself on us? That's the question we are supposed to be asking. But if you ask them now, you could begin the frown face. President Tinubu, I want to ask you one more time. Now we elect you, have you force yourself on us, whether we like it or not? This country, like a man, don't talk too much. Let's quickly take a listen to this particular video before we proceed to what is happening in the southeastern part of this country.
What you're doing is so important here, and I'm glad that Nita is talking about warehousing our content here first before moving it out. Now, Netflix came to serve the Last Supper here a couple of weeks ago. In case you are not aware, they invited our filmmakers to a party, but before then they had spoken to the people they had been dealing with. They were saying, look, we're pulling out, we're not doing business with you anymore. So it was what you might call a fatal Last Supper. You know, you agree with me, you know? Things like that should challenge us. It should provoke us, you know, because if you don't have challenges like that, you cannot see opportunities. You know, we cannot rely on them anymore. I want to say, what does that mean to you, and what advice, and what does that say to you, and what do you think, what are the lessons we should learn from that going forward? What do you think we can do, and how can government take advantage? Remember, he had suggested talking about a local, you know, a national, if you like, call it Netflix as well, or platform or whatever. So you're wearing the shoe. So speak to these two issues and yeah.
Okay. All right, again, thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for inviting me to be part of this. Coming to Netflix, I've tried to really avoid this because, you know, it's really heartbreaking, you know, and it's a big blow, you know, on us, because, you know, in my head, I've been thinking, how can we come from earning in dollars, like millions, and then you're now thinking, where will I put my film? 3 years ago, when we signed the 3 film deals with Netflix, you know, it was really exciting because it's like you've been given like a contract to say, for the next 3 years, we really don't care if you work for other people or do other things, but make one film for us per year. So that way you could focus on being a creative, because these things are already like, you have guarantee and you have funds, you know, to make them. But again, Netflix will say to you, oh, we're doing this primarily for Nigeria. So the budget you're being given is tied to what they earn in Nigeria. But these films are doing amazingly well all over the world. Just like Oga Moazi mentioned, I mean, a week after Adekolapo film was released, it topped #1 globally, you know, all over the world. And because of that, they commissioned the series, the first season. And after the first season, they commissioned season 2 and 3. Thank God we have shot season 2 and 3, because all the other people who were commissioned the same time with us, they've been cancelled. The projects were cancelled. You know, and that is why sometimes you need to like move.
When I see the way when people take the pack come off for Nigeria, although they don't talk, say now Netflix never pack, or say they still there around the corner, or say they never pack their load come off for Nigeria. Now they see what is all this? It is as a result of failed government of our current president now, what they call Bola Ahmed Tinubu, where they tell us people need to be allowed to choose their leader. Did we choose you, Tinubu? Did we choose you? I mean, you choose yourself. Come first on us. Anyways, may we go southeast. It didn't mean important. Say our people are always safe, but what we are seeing today is that even those we be say na reverend fathers, so na this, so na clergymen, na pastors, na them now then they kidnap us. Now, do you know why? Because these people feels that, oh, we are servants of God, we are children of God, so we shall trample upon lion and adder, we shall trample upon scorpion and this, they will never bite you. Snakes will not bite you. So they try to go to places where they just feel free. They still feel that life is normal. No, God is not going to come from heaven to save you. And you go use your brain, save yourself. I think it's one of the reasons why most of these reverend fathers are always falling victims of to these unknown gunmen and kidnappers in the southeast. Let's quickly take a look at it, and also this one. They both happened in the southeastern part. Kidnappers released News Agency of Nigeria editor in Imo State after paying ransom. In Imo State, this is southeast. These things were not common in the past, but as I speak to you today, they are one of the most common things that can happen to anybody in the southeast. If you go to the southeast as somebody who is returning from Obodo Oyibo, you not get that peace. But these things are sponsored by our people. These criminalities are sponsored by Igbos as well against their fellow own brothers. Now they say, good. After paying an undisclosed amount as ransom, an assistant editor-in-chief at the News Agency of Nigeria, NAN, Gregory Akolam, who was kidnapped on Thursday, has regained his freedom. He disclosed his freedom through calls to some of his colleagues, 11:51 p.m. on Saturday. According to him, his family had to pay an undisclosed amount of ransom to secure his release. He said that he was manhandled by the hoodlums while in their custody. Madu Akolam, who was recently transferred from News Agency of Nigeria, Abuja, to Imo State, Owerri, said that he was ambushed by the unknown gunmen. He said that he was kidnapped at Irete, near Owerri, where he had gone with a friend and a house agent to inspect an accommodation. He narrated that the kidnappers seized his phone and used it to collect all the money in his bank account. They listen also in case you go southeast, may you know how you want to take the stay and how to coordinate yourself. They now freed Madu Akolam. Spent 2 days in captivity before the ransom was paid and his eventual release. This is happening in Imo State, southeastern part of Nigeria. So when they tell on us something, our people will always come, because what we report to you is both left, right, and center. It doesn't matter where it happened. Now, when we bring other news of other agents or foreigners that are also perpetrating evil in our land, some people come to the comment section to ask you, but Critics News, you are implying that so people are responsible for the insecurity. Anybody can be responsible. No, it's not only one group of people that is responsible for the insecurity in the southeast. A is doing insecurity. B is doing insecurity. In fact, where insecurity is thriving small, it invites more insecurity. If these kidnappings and all that going on in the southeast is succeeding, then other criminals will also enter inside the southeast. Oh, because their colleagues are successful in that very region. They get the point now. So those of you who are always in the comments saying, oh, critics, you say that it was this group of people. It is an unknown government that is doing it. What about these people now? So am I telling you that it is only one group of people? There are many people, and in fact, our own people, our own Igbo people, are part of it, because there is no attacks in one particular region that the owners of the land are not involved. Because as I am now, I cannot just, where I don't know the terrain. I've never been to which state now? Okay, I've never been to Kaduna. I've never been to Jos. I've been to Akwa Ibom. I've never been to, let's say, which other state now? Is there any state that I've not been to? I'm not sure whether I've been to Enugu before. No, I've been to Enugu. Okay, let's say, I've been to Ebonyi, Enugu. Yeah, I think so. Okay, let's say Ibadan, Apasa. I cannot just go to a village where I've never been to and conduct a kidnap there. It's impossible. Except there are internal elements that knows road and say, oh yeah, come. We will show you road. That's how it happens. So our people are part of what is happening in our region, and we are urging them to stop it. Stop this insecurity you are causing in our land. Strong people say where they do strong things. They know they do them for their territory, but what we see today is our own people chasing their own people out of their communities and taking over those places. Before, when armed robbers were robbing, we see them come. An armed robber who is from one state, we never rob in that. They go far. That's so they operate. Then later they will come back to their house. But today, for Igbo land, now people wait for their village. Now they are the ones starting. They will pursue their everybody come out and take over that. That's so they waiting to happen. And this is very bad. This is very bad. When we talk about it, people come here to say, Yasabu, is that Biafra? Is that Biafra? I bet everybody, they use common sense, so it will help you well. Some of the people supporting insecurity in the Southeast today are not even bold enough by themselves to travel to the East. They can't. You are still afraid of what you are supporting. That means you are intentionally doing evil. You don't get the kind threat when we know they get both in box, so out of box, so everywhere. We are watching you. We are waiting for you. Because we say that criminality should stop. We have never said that nobody should agitate for freedom. No. This country, Nigeria, is a failure. And that is why people are seeking options to exit. Which is also the reason why government is not doing certain evil to an extent. You get the point now? But to kidnap our people, snatch our cars, buy our people, collect ransom, these are the things that we condemn. Okay? So get your facts right. And all the things I've been saying, they are also there. So bring evidence of what I've said, or we have sabotaged what you are doing. No, we sabotage. We sabotage evil. We say evil is evil. We don't want it. How can you be buying your own brothers? Abba. No, this is very, very bad. Now, they say one of Reverend Father, this one now here, they say tension over whereabouts of Emeritus Anglican Archbishop, Most Reverend Godwin Okpala driver, while traveling on Anambra Road. Anambra kwa. This one now Imo. This one now Anambra. Two neighboring states. Mr. Peter Obi, former presidential candidate of Labour Party, has decried the sudden disappearance of the Emeritus Archbishop of the Niger Province, Most Reverend Professor Godwin Okpala, amid the exacerbating insecurity across the country. While condemning the deplorable level of insecurity in every part of the nation, the former governor of Anambra State said it has forced Nigerians to live in fear and uncertainty, not knowing when the terror will strike. According to reports, Okpala, who hails from Adaziani, an Neocha local government area, together with his driver, got missing since on Friday morning. They were said to have gone missing when they were going to the burial of another bishop's relation in Umuchu, Agwata local government area of the state, but could not arrive at their destination. Despite efforts by the church to establish contact with them, No communication had been received, and the whereabouts of Archbishop and his driver, including his vehicle, have remained unknown. The Bishop of Nnewi Diocese, retired Reverend Ndubisi Obi, on Saturday issued a prayer report calling for intercessory prayers for the Archbishop's safe return. Now, person where they go bury alone, so they take kidnap him. The report read, "Good evening, fathers in God. With a heavy heart, we wish to inform us that our dear father, Most Reverend Professor Godwin Okpala, retired Archbishop of the Niger Province and Bishop of Nnewi, has been missing since yesterday, Friday morning. He traveled with his driver to Umuchu but never got to his destination, and he is yet to return. Neither have we heard from them. He, together with the driver and his car, are nowhere to be found. We earnestly plead for your fervent prayers for their safety and swift return. The relevant authorities have been contacted, and we are hopeful and trusting God's divine intervention for a positive resolution." Reacting to the development in a statement on Monday, P2B on the security agencies called on the security agencies to take urgent actions to unravel the bishop's disappearance and ensure their return. Describing as worrisome how many Nigerians who are victims of insecurity go unreported, Obi called on government at all levels to ensure the protection of lives and property of the people so that Nigerians should constantly not live in fear. He wrote, "I have just read the ugly news of the sudden disappearance and the kidnap of that very man. I remain in earnest prayers with the Okpala family and the entire Anglican Communion for the safe return of the Archbishop, that his driver, while calling on the security agencies to take urgent actions to unravel the Archbishop's disappearance and ensure their safe return." That's all. We say no to this insecurity. So is this kidnapping a good thing? No, it is not. Our people must stop this kind of thing. We condemn it in totality. We condemn all this kind of kidnappings, hostage, ransom, car snatching, and buying of our people. We have always stand on that, and that is where we stand. We condemn it anytime, any day, even at night, no matter what it takes. This one does not favor our people at all. At all. I beg you, John, and at the end now, you still see animals ranting on social media, talking rubbish about evil, applauding evil. I beg you, those of una wey wan send money go Nigeria, do make una no forget to use tap send. Na be better app when you fit take do that very transaction, send money to Nigeria without hassle. Okay, so na so it be. I say make I just remind una. But we'll go straight to another news.